for asking.
Fantastic indeed. Boy, howdy. It's hot across most of the country, especially in my car.
It is really hot in Eric's car. It's got to be almost 100 degrees here in Colorado. We know several parts of the country seeing amazing temperatures. But here's what you don't do when it's almost 100 degrees.
What don't you do?
You know, you don't leave your dogs in the car.
That is for sure.
You don't leave your kids in the car.
Never, never.
You don't leave your laptops in the car.
Oh, that.
Oh. For hours.
Only 2 hours.
Only a few hours.
Yeah, it was only 2 hours.
I think it was like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And your devices will overheat.
And they did. Now
and your little cold pack that you put in for your lunch, it won't be cold anymore.
It melts. Yeah,
no, everything is quite toasty. But
it's working. Everything's working. The computer, it's not happy with me. Wasn't happy with me. But it's getting back to normal. I did take it out of my bag and put it under a fan to cool it off fairly quickly.
And that does seem to help. That does seem to help. So just everything is getting super hot. You know what else should be heating up right now? We should be focusing on? You don't know the answer.
Okay.
He's like,
is it a tall blonde?
Should I know this one?
Pretty sure.
We're going to talk about award-winning customer service.
Oh.
Award-winning customer service. Do you have award-winning customer service? Do you know that every year there are actually contests all across the country?
Yep.
Different companies put together different contests talking about your extreme customer service. And I think that a lot of times when we think about customer service, we're just kind of mediocre, kind of average when we think about how we serve our customers. If it goes well, great.
We're looking for I think what people are really looking for is satisfied customers.
They are.
Or satisfactory service.
Right? And both.
The customer's looking for satisfactory service.
They're just looking for satisfactory service. You're just looking for satisfied customers, which means we do the minimum.
Right.
You go away and don't complain.
Right. And there's a problem with that. Satisfied customers have a net value of 0.
They don't come back to you. They shop around. They shop around based on price, geography, a referral from a friend. And yet when you've got award-winning customer service, think extreme customer service.
Yes.
You improve your customer retention rates. You develop a following of brand evangelists, right? Brand ambassadors, raving fans.
Love those.
You raise employee morale. You increase your revenue, which means you get to increase your systems and processes and your people.
Right.
And it all gets to kind of circulate over and over again. But most of us are satisfied. We are settling for satisfied customer service, which means we show up, we do what we need to do, and we
do
hope
what you expect.
We hope you don't go out and complain. Right. And when we don't get a complaint, we think, score, we're doing okay. We live to see another day and open up our doors another day.
May we suggest a different approach? How about this? How about you wow your customer from the very moment that they think about you, from the time that they walk in your front door and they recognize that you've been thinking about them in this moment right here. And then you wow them with your service and you wow them with a great product, such to the point where they cannot help it, but they have to go out and cheerlead for you. They have to go out and tell people about what a great experience they've had. Wouldn't that be a better way to go?
Instead of what you're typically seeing, which is people being aggravated, people being impatient, people being overwhelmed with the tasks at hand.
Or people saying nothing at all, which is just as bad as if you had an angry customer. I mean, if you have an angry customer, of course, they're probably gonna drop all kinds of crazy stuff on you, right? They're gonna hit the Yelp and the Google reviews and stuff like that in a negative way. But if you have somebody who's not saying anything for you, really show me, how have you moved the line?
So customer service starts at the top and trickles down.
Absolutely.
It's all in your leadership on how you value customer service. And your first customer is your employees.
Yes.
Happy employees give happy customer service. Angry employees do not give happy customer service. There's the mismatch in the math, right? If they're not happy, if they're frustrated, if they're angry, if they're overworked, they don't feel valued, they don't know what the bigger purpose is for the company, and they're just home to work, they eventually, even if they have an enthusiasm for taking care of customers, you will eventually burn them out by overwhelming them with tasks. So, instead of allowing for that customer interaction and creating space where we can have customer interaction, but if it's always, well, you need to be doing inventory,
right?
You need to be stocking, you need to be doing all these list of things that have to get done before you can go home at the day, where in that list allows for customer interaction and customer care. And so putting your frontline people, making sure you've got the right people, it's kind of the right people on the bus, right?
That's right.
The right seats.
Yep.
Making sure that the people that are frontline and interacting the most with your customers are really people friendly and really people forward, and that they are supported to be people friendly.
Correct.
And people forward, right? That's the part that is recognized. That's the part that gets recognition in your staff meetings. And that's the part that gets praised publicly, is when we create these, what Disney calls magic moments, right? For our customers. And like Eric said, from before they even step into your door, often the times we think customer service is that one interaction, just the moment of transaction. Yet it falls into everything: your return policy, your social media policy, how your store is laid out, how easy is it to shop and go through the sales process, and even the return process, or I have questions process. A lot of times we think just because a customer has questions that they're irritated and questioning our value, and that's not the case.
No, sometimes they simply just have questions. And if we take a step back and don't go defensive, we will absolutely see a better reaction from them. And you discover that there was no crisis, so nothing needs to be averted.
So let's just focus on award-winning customer service. You create a win-win for everybody. Look at your policies. Look at the signs around your store. Look at how people are dressed who work for you. Look at everything that your customer has interaction with. Does that make sense? Does that add to, we offer award-winning, think extreme customer service every day, every time, every customer.
Absolutely. All right. Your hashtag kindness act of the day then is to increase your wow factor. Think about that. Listener John Robert says, what is your wow factor? What do you got that's going to be so overwhelming that you get that knee-jerk reaction where your customer is going to outperform your marketing dollars? So your kindness act of the day, hashtag kindness act of the day, is to increase your wow factor. Come up with something that will help you go, create this whoa for your guest.
I love it. Increase your wow factor at work today. We all have the ability to increase our wow factor. If you don't think so, look up Joe the Bagger. Yes, grocery store bagger. That'll inspire you, to remind you that everybody can increase the wow factor.
You ever wonder? Sorry, I didn't mean to step on that. Do you ever wonder what's going on in your tech, and are you keeping up with the trends? Well, our next guest is going to help us understand a little more about the new tech trends. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM.
Do you own a small business? Do you want free access to the biggest business networking event of the year? Check out Small Business Expo. It's free to attend and features more than 25 free business workshops, panel discussions, speed networking sessions, business card showcase, and over 100 exhibits. Gain leads and network with business experts including Allstate, Wells Fargo, and Zip Local. There's something for everyone at the Small Business Expo. The Small Business Expo is the largest and most anticipated business-to-business networking event, trade show, and conference for business owners, entrepreneurs, and decision makers. If you're serious about your business, this expo is a must-attend event. Startups and business owners can take advantage of free admission and educational workshops covering online, social media marketing, employee benefit plans, credit and financing, strategies for increasing revenue and team productivity, mentoring, cloud technologies, retirement plans, and much more. Don't miss the Denver Small Business Expo at the Denver Convention Center on Thursday, June 22nd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Register for free today at thesmallbusinessexpo.com. That's thesmallbusinessexpo.com. Be there.
Dad, name some good reasons for our listeners to select Gravina's windows.
I'll tell you why. We make it so simple for our customers to shop. We have everything. Vinyl windows, wood windows, fiberglass windows, double pane, triple pane, heat mirror, argon gas, krypton gas, bays, bows, garden windows, patio doors, everything.
How about colors?
Pick what you want. Brown, green, blue, red, whatever. It's never been so easy, and nobody beats us. Nobody.
Stop by our beautiful showroom, bring in your measurements, and we'll give you 10% off.
Only at Gravina's, 950 West Evans in Denver. Call us at 303-GRAVINA. Northern Colorado, call 970-GRAVINA.
Best deal in town.
Call Gravina's at...
No, it's Gravina's.
Call 303-GRAVINA. Or in Northern Colorado, 970-GRAVINA. Or visit their beautiful showroom at 950 West Evans. And remember,
Gravina's have the greatest windows. Nobody beats us. Nobody.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
Do you have a family? Would you like to help make sure they'll be taken care of if anything were to happen to you? If you answered yes, you probably need life insurance. Now, do you think life insurance is expensive? If you answered yes to that too, you definitely need to give AIG Direct a call. We could find you a $250,000 policy for just $14 a month, which means you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Call us now for a free, no-obligation quote. 1-800-400-5008. Since 1995, we've helped millions of people find out if they could save up to 70% on their term life insurance. See how affordably we can help you protect your family. Call AIG Direct now for your free quote. 1-800-400-5008. You could save up to 70%. That's 1-800-400-5008. 1-800-400-5008.
The summer heat will be here before you know it. Don't wait until it hits the 90s to test that old system of yours. Now's a great time to upgrade the old system to a new energy-efficient Carrier Infinity system. Call Steel T Heating now and receive up to $2,500 in XL and Carrier rebates. You must schedule this now, though, as installation dates will fill up fast. Get more comfortable in your home than you've ever been before and save money while doing it. Steel T is a family-owned business since 1979 with over 50,000 satisfied customers. Largest factory-authorized Carrier dealer and the only Hall of Fame winner in Colorado. 0 unresolved complaints with the Better Business Bureau in over 25 years. Turn to the experts at Steel T Heating and Air Conditioning now at 303-761-WARM or visit us at SteelT.com. Remember, the T stands for trust. Let the professionals at Steel T inspect your system and pinpoint minor issues quickly before they graduate into more extensive and expensive issues. Call 303-761-WARM. That's 303-761-9276 or visit SteelT.com.
Is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. We'd like to interact with you live on the show, so if you'd like to reach out to us, go to our Facebook page and comment on the Facebook Live video. We would love to hear from you. Tech trends, boy, I'll tell you, it's just getting cooler and cooler every step of the day.
It is, right? It's an exciting and unprecedented time in technology. It's bringing about the biggest change since the dawn of the information age. And it's exciting and scary. And for the first time ever, people are no longer adapting to technology. But according to the latest global technology trends report from Accenture, people now have the power to shape technology so that it adapts to us. We have the managing director from Accenture Technology, Michael Blitz. Welcome to Experience Pros.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, Michael, very nice having you on the program. All right, so where do we begin? What cool stuff is coming out?
Well, I mean, I think, most people, they usually start with artificial intelligence.
Oh, sure. AI is all the rage, and Siri is getting seriously upgraded. So
okay, so it's everything, right? And we've even seen that different commercials have set off, people ordering different things from their house just because of the commercials interacting with our AI machines at home. I know we have a Nest thermostat at our house, and it's learning our habits. It kind of figures out our patterns for
creepy.
Well, kind of, but it's kind of cool. It's like having Jarvis, from Iron Man in the house. But as this is changing, it's changing our marketplace as well. How do we, as the vendors and businesses, benefit from the use of AI to just better serve our customers?
Well, I mean, I think that the benefits from the business, are usually pretty easy. I mean, because what you're talking about here is, at its simplest, what you have is, using smart technology, using artificial intelligence, it makes your stuff accessible to everybody. You think about, what the enormous value behind something like an Alexa is, sitting in your house. Well, it's the fact that whether you're 8 or 80, is you suddenly have a simple ability, to use the application. Your 8-year-old can Google stuff. They can ask, to turn on the music, or if you're 80 and you're not very technology savvy, you still have that capability, to be able to order an Uber, or check a recipe online, which is pretty remarkable.
Well, Michael, don't you get a little freaked out about it, though? I mean, here we have the power of radio, and there may be somebody who is listening to our broadcast right now in their home, and I can actually make a purchase for them. Alexa, purchase lists that save my life.
Right? No longer is our VCR going to just blink 12 forever, right?
Can it go wrong?
I mean, it obviously can go wrong. I mean, there's nothing in our life that is ever going to be perfect, but I think when you start to think about what the possibilities are, they really strongly outweigh the negative. So let me give you an example.
Sure.
That, you take something like, IBM is currently working with their Watson program in order to create an AI that's going to help do patient diagnostics. Now, if you want to look at this, and I'm going to say almost a relatively narrow view, is that it's going to make some people nervous, with the idea that doctors are going to be replaced by robots.
Right.
But if you really take a step back and you look at this at a pretty broad perspective, what you realize is that, first off, doctors are already a very scarce resource, and so you're not likely anytime soon to see a doctor that's really going to be replaced. But what you are going to do is you're going to suddenly empower nurses to be able to do more types of medical care, to empower orderlies or even people without medical capabilities to do some type of basic medical treatment in places where you fundamentally have never seen it before. So now what's happening is that you have this possibility of taking things like rural U.S. where there are no medical services and providing some basic medical services. Take urban areas that are underserved and be able to take nurses and other people who are trained but may not be doctors and provide better medical care. Or God forbid you actually go to Africa and rural Asia and suddenly you have billions of people who have no access to medical care at all. And now we're suddenly looking at an enormous new business to provide medical care to billions of people that does social good, but also creates new jobs. And there's huge possibilities, when you start thinking big about what AI has the potential to do.
I sense a smidgen of millennial cynicism.
Michael, what is for Accenture? And I know you guys have your finger on the pulse of all the changes in technology. What are you guys most excited about in the next 3 years?
I mean, I think what we're most excited about in the next 3 years is we're really starting to see a blur between the boundaries of different industries. We're seeing more industries, that are starting to work together in order to chase new things, and so if we, stick on to the, the kind of the healthcare theme that we started with a little bit, it becomes the data that we're gathering in Fitbits, that's starting to, trickle over, to be used for things like clinical trials. It's, drug companies, that are being, are talking to, insurance company in order to pass on data to better help figure out what are the best ways to treat patients. But it's that blurring lines and the recognition that right now we're kind of artificially separated into these different areas. But the more that we use technology, the more we use digital, the more that we start to connect to each other, the more room we have to innovate and basically, try new things that are going to be good for businesses, but also really good in this case for patients.
All right. Well, it's a solid case, and buckle up, because whether like it or not, here it comes. We are going to experience these things. Michael Blitz, how would you like our listeners to connect with you and possibly Accenture?
Sure. So you can reach us at www.accenture.com/technologyvision, or you can Google Accenture Technology Vision.
Accenture Technology and Vision.
Thank you so much for what you guys are doing. It is amazing. And as companies, we've got to keep up. We've got to embrace the trends. Even as customers and consumers, it is pretty exciting to see
absolutely
how much easier some of the technology is making it for us. Michael with Accenture, thanks so much for being with us on Experience Pros today. Excellent.
All
okay.
Right.
So what's your favorite thing about artificial intelligence?
I love that a chess computer is actually leading the class these days. That Watson that he's talking about is an adaptation of Big Blue, which is the one that beat Gary Kasparov in a chess game. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. All right, listener Ann says it's coming, no doubt.
Yes.
We'll be back right after these messages, folks.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com. As a small business owner, your focus should be on your customers and providing a great customer experience. You shouldn't be investing time and energy on bookkeeping, accounting, and taxes, but somebody has to do it. Trust Teresa and her team at Luna's Accounting and Tax. Teresa and her team will take care of all your bookkeeping, accounting, and taxes. They'll keep you informed and streamline the process. Luna's Accounting and Tax keeps your business compliant and up to date, and they'll give you the great customer experience your customers have come to expect. Free your time and gain the peace of mind to keep your focus on your customers. They will help you too. Call Teresa at Luna's Accounting and Tax today. 720-323-4917. 720-323-4917. 720-323-4917. Or visit lunastax.com. That's lunastax.com. That's lunastax.com. Se habla español.
So what would you do with an extra $500 a month in your budget? $500. This isn't hypothetical, by the way. This is something you may need to think about very soon if you decide to become a member of Medi-Share. Medi-Share is a way to pay for your health care, and typically it costs $500 less per month for a family versus other health care plans. So seriously, think about this. You could pay off loans, pay down a mortgage, save the money for retirement, donate to charity. That would be a big deal. But you know what? Here's the best thing. Medi-Share works. It has 250,000 members, and it's growing fast. With Medi-Share, not only do you save, you don't have to pay for things you don't believe in either, and that is a beautiful thing too. So here's how you can find out more, and you might actually wind up saving even more than $500 a month. So check into it. Here's the number. Call 844-41-BIBLE. That's 844-41-BIBLE. Now available in Montana. Call 844-41-BIBLE.
Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
Well, all of the tools you've put together for us have just given us so much confidence.
I have learned so much. It is absolutely incredible.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence than when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work. I love the chart. I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best.
And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job.
Listen to Phil, join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every summer, hundreds of homes experience hail damage. Did you know that you should have your roof inspected when a hailstorm hits? If hail is large enough, your roof may be damaged. Sometimes hail damage cannot be viewed from below, so do not wait for your roof to start leaking. Get a free inspection today and make sure insurance will approve your claim. Trust the locals. Trust American West. Call today for more information at 303-364-3647. That's 303-364-3647. Or visit awestrroofs.com.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Gosh, I can start talking too fast. I need a little artificial intelligence. I'll take any kind of intelligence.
And just a little bit of intelligence. We were talking about some technology trends coming in to our homes, and we've all used it. Maybe you've got that new Ring doorbell that alerts you when somebody's at the door.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you have a Nest thermostat that that kind of follows your patterns and learns when you wake up and when you go to bed, which is kind of cool but weird at the same time. We all have different apps. Maybe you have the Alexa thing at your house, right? That we're using our voice and to talk to our phones, to talk to our devices, and we're able to order things. We're able to keep track of things. We're able to, we don't have to do it all with our fingers anymore. Like I can even turn my phone on and pay for stuff with just my thumb. I don't have to remember my password.
Isn't that crazy?
It really rocks.
Yeah.
But as you think about your website and you think about all that you've been doing over the last few years to play with Google Analytics,
right,
so that you get higher ranking when people are looking for you, it's been all about keywords, right? What are people searching for? And maybe they're typing in plumber, or Denver plumbing. So you make sure you've got Denver plumbing in every page and everything. In fact, you might have even gone so far as bought the website denverplumbing.com,
right?
Because this is what people are searching for. But exact keyword phrases aren't the thing anymore. Right now, we're not saying, hey, denverplumbing.com. We're saying Siri, Google, Alexa, whoever, I need a plumber.
I got water in my basement.
I got water in my basement. What do? I need a plumber. And so the way that we're talking to our devices shifts. So therefore, the way the websites and what comes up in our searches are shifting. There's a lot about the geography and placement of location of where you are when you're asking for a certain request. And the intelligence behind it is working overtime to make sure that they're not just giving you a whole list of websites that have been optimized,
right,
but really giving you exactly what it is you need and are looking for today. Because you remember, you would pull up, if you did a website, denverplumbing.com.
Sure.
Right? Of course, there are the 10 that show up, but there's thousands, hundreds of
That's
thousands
true.
of results. Well, they know you don't want hundreds of thousands of results. You want one, at the most 2 or 3, because most of us aren't spending a whole lot of time shopping around. We
Right.
want the one. If I don't get an answer, then maybe I'll go to number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you ever see page 2 or 3?
No.
No.
Right? So they're talking about, I found a website called thenextweb.com.
All right.
That just is talking a little bit about the Google Analytics and now how artificial intelligence is shifting the way that our websites are going to be found online and in a Google search and all that SEO. And everything you used to know is going away.
At what point does old dog new tricks come to play?
We are old dogs.
I know.
We all have to learn.
I don't think this is going to end well for me.
Why not?
Because I can't keep up with all the shift.
Well, this is where experts in the industry really come to play.
All right.
Do you remember, when you would hire a search engine company?
Yes.
Right? Somebody to help you with your SEO.
Uh-huh.
It was all about the keywords in the rankings, and they would do all this stuff to get you in that number 1 or
Correct.
that top 5 spot.
Right.
Right. And so they followed all the rules, the changing rules of analytics and how to be found, and making sure that each page not only had the words in it, but was actually included in art, like in the blogs and in the content of the page. You couldn't just hyperlink it all.
Right.
Right. It's been shifting. It's been shifting.
You still need some of that, what those SEO guys bring to the table.
Oh, you need SEO guys more than ever.
Okay.
You need SEO guys more than ever.
All right.
Because you're not going to keep up with the changes. The experts are the ones that are following it. So a couple of things. The increasing importance of SEO optimization in visual content. Right? Search engines are good at knowing what a video, an audio clip, or an image is actually about. And so the lot more visuals on our page, but Google and the analytics, being able to read that. There's more emphasis on content quality,
you bet,
on relevance, and on focus. So the content has to do a better job than ever at the searcher's intent.
And your content has to, when you're talking about the content, you've got to understand the difference between the various titles. And, there are, I want to say, 6 or 8 different title sizes, right? There's the H1 tag all the way down to the H6 or 8 or whatever it may be. How to build links, backlinks. I am working a project right now for a client that is involving his current non-existent use of backlinks. And how do you get page rank authority if nobody else recognizes you as an authority?
Well, and the founder of WordStream, he says that websites with strong domain authority with lots of backlinks pointing to it, but has mediocre content, will suffer as artificial intelligence improves.
That's the other side of that fence, right? You could have a great set of backlinks. People think that you're the bomb diggity, but if your content stinks, then what good have you done? You have not moved the needle in your favor. And in fact, Google Analytics, who is AI on steroids, has they're going to ding you. They're going to penalize you.
Right? But here's the biggest shift that's happening. It's the voice searches that are making the change, because when you would type in
Alexa, I'd like a tall blonde.
Exactly. The voice searches, they're longer and they're more conversational. You didn't just say tall blonde.
Right.
Right. It's a conversation. And so because the voice searches are getting longer and more conversational, then we have to incorporate a voice search strategy into our websites, because voice search optimization is the future of SEO.
VSEO?
Yes.
Oh.
We're just going to add some more letters. Okay? It's longer.
Up.
It's more conversation,
Voice
which means they say
optimization.
doubling down on great content in a conversational tone.
Okay.
Doing more keyword research for conversational queries more than just keyword.
Yeah, instead
keywords.
of how to, how do I?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Now you're talking.
Because Google, she's grammatical.
Yeah. So making sure that you've got an SEO team that is on it, that they're following the trends. They're setting you up. Do you remember the days? I mean, we thought this was going to be the hardest thing we had to do.
Every time you say, do you remember the
websites and make them all mobile friendly?
Sure.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And that was a big stinking deal.
Absolutely.
Right? Because we all had our websites, but now they had to transform and be like how they lined up.
Today we have a new word. It's called responsive.
Responsive, right?
Yeah.
We had to do that. But that was like pulling teeth for people to make the trend or make the switch over to mobile responsive websites.
Absolutely.
So now it's kind of like that with voice search optimization.
Holy cow. I need to go play chess with Watson.
The good news is we know it. We know that it's here. We know how to do it. We know what the trend is. The bad news is we're all going to put it on the back burner of things that we have to do, especially if we don't have SEO professionals helping us.
If this segment does anything, it should encourage our listeners to go and find an SEO professional. We've got several in our directory. Find somebody that you can trust who's going to help you, not just charge you for stuff you don't understand, but to explain it. And frankly, this segment did a significant move in the explanation part of it, because if you can make it so that I can understand, you guys already got this.
You got this.
Absolutely.
Got this. All right. Well, tonight, Experience Pros, we're hosting our third, on the third Wednesday of the month. We always host our public networking event at the Fox and the Hound from 5:30 to 7:30. Follow us, get involved. We're doing our show and tell for our vision board show and tell.
I am excited about this because I have been wanting to show our vision board
since the day we made it, right? Which was just last week. It's been killing him.
Yeah, remember the times when we made a vision board?
Remember the days?
It was back last week. All right, gang. Don't go anywhere. More positive business talk just ahead. You're listening to Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network. If you'd like to know more about how we can help you grow your business, we would love to do that for you. Go check out experiencepros.com and click on the free trial button. We'll be back right after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, this is residential real estate expert Dan Palomino from the Colorado Dream House team. Listen, if you're thinking about selling your home, you want to get the highest price in the shortest amount of time. To do that, you need a great real estate team and one with incredible marketing. We're so sure our marketing plan for your home is better than everyone else. We're willing to put our money where our mouth is. Here's what we're offering. Interview the Colorado Dream House team to sell your home. Then interview our competition. If their marketing plan is better than ours, then you can hire them and we'll pay you $250. I know. It sounds crazy, giving you $250 to hire our competition. It probably won't happen because we're so sure you'll find our marketing plan better, you'll hire us to sell your home at top dollar. Why not give it a try? You have nothing to lose and $250 to gain. Call us today at 720-446-6325. Or to find out more information about our marketing guarantee, visit coloradodreamhouse.com/250.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect Connect and collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com.
The Western Conservative Summit is back. The largest gathering of conservatives outside of Washington, D.C. is held in Denver, Colorado. 3 days of stellar speakers, workshops, policy analysis, outstanding panels, priceless networking, exhibitor trade show, inspiration, and more. All to advance faith, family, and freedom for our future. Now is the time, friends of freedom, for the 8th annual Rally on the Right, the Western Conservative Summit. Join us July 21st through the 23rd, 2017 at the Colorado Convention Center. For a list of speakers and to purchase tickets, visit westernconservativesummit.com. That's westernconservativesummit.com. Or call 866-455-8500. That's 866-455-8500. We'll see you July 21st through the 23rd at the Western Conservative Summit.
You want to relax. You want to feel fabulous. Reduce stress. Pamper yourself. Detoxify your body. You want to visit Me Spa in Belmar Shopping Center. Find out what the ultimate pampering experience feels like, and what better way to do it than for half price. For a limited time, we're featuring a $150 gift certificate for just $75. And the only place you'll find it is on DenverHalfPrice.com. Me Spa is an award-winning day spa that will offer you a soothing place to put your life on pause. Become the very best version of you by spending time pampering yourself and unwind from that stressful work week at Me Spa. Find out what the ultimate pampering experience feels like, and what better way to do it than for half price. That's a $150 certificate for just $75, and you can find it only on DenverHalfPrice.com. That's DenverHalfPrice.com. That's DenverHalfPrice.com.
If you're a sleep apnea sufferer who's on the go, go to your phone. Because if you give us a call right now, you'll be able to try the world's first portable mini CPAP device absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights. It's the Transcend Mini CPAP, an engineering marvel that's as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. Its unique design is so small and so light, you can fit it in your briefcase or purse to use anywhere you go. No more dragging around a big, bulky CPAP. Even better, now you can try Transcend absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights by calling minicpap.com, 1-800-900-1672. Transcend is FAA compliant too, so you can even sleep comfortably while flying. You can also add a battery pack that's as tiny as a deck of cards. So now you can enjoy the freedom to sleep comfortably anywhere. But don't wait. To receive your 10-night in-home trial, call minicpap.com now, 1-800-900-1672. That's 1-800-900-1672.
The Denver Business Journal and Colorado Business Roundtable present a unique CEO panel event, View from the Top. Join them on Friday, July 11th at History, Colorado, as they talk with some of Denver's best-known CEOs to explore challenges, opportunities, and lessons learned, featuring Jackie Hinman, CEO of CH2M, John Hayes, CEO of Ball Corporation, and Mike Fries, CEO of Liberty Global. Go to cobrt.com/View from the Top to register. View from the Top, July 11th at Colorado History, starting at 7:30 a.m.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is America's home for positive business talk. We're positively thrilled that you are checking out of the program today. Shout out to Robert and Ann and Jenny. Thank you for watching and sharing the program. We appreciate you on Facebook Live. I think we should probably give away some tickets.
You want to give away some tickets?
I think so.
Want to give something away?
Right.
Well, you know what? Brakes Plus Jet Car Nationals and Family Festival is coming up on Saturday, July 1st at Vandermeer Speedway here in Colorado. get to watch jet cars fly down the track at nearly 300 miles per hour.
They stick wheels on a jet engine and then call
and
it go.
And there's steering wheel in there too.
It's amazing.
But I'm pretty sure there are no brakes. So that's why I think it's pretty funny. Brakes Plus is the sponsor.
Well, you got to stop sometime.
I don't think they do.
Yeah,
I think
it's a parachute.
all go. You can stay after the race for a salute to the troops, patriotic music, the best fireworks in a town. It's an all day long family festival. Would you like to go? We've got a family 4-pack that we're giving away right now. Family 4-pack from Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. Caller number
5.
Can we do 5? Do we have time for 5? Okay,
we'll do 5.
Caller 5. Caller number 5 at this phone number, 303-632-4160. 303-632-4160. Caller number 5, you're going to win a family 4-pack.
This is a great event. I used to be the corporate magician for Bandimere Speedway, and I'm telling you, this event every year lights it up. Nothing but drag racing and crazy cars going like super uber fast, and then at the end the fireworks display and the music and all of that. It is you want to be calling number 5.
303-632-4160. 303-632-4160. Go and get it. Let's talk about customer service.
All right.
And when we talk about extreme customer service, so often we don't really train our staff for what we mean by offering great customer service. We hire nice people and hope that they're nice to our customers and call it good, right? But if you don't actually have any way to gauge their performance, or you don't have any standards for them to compare themselves to or to reach for, then it's hard to know whether or not we're really offering extreme customer service. Is it, do you have specific goals, like answering the phone on the first ring?
Right.
Responding back to emails within 15 minutes.
Right. We say for years, you can't track what you don't measure. And so let's get on the idea of measuring those goals. And, I like the idea. First ring is hard to answer, but no more than 2 rings.
Well, it depends on your office situation, right? But having an answer, having a goal that we answer the phone in X number of rings. We reply back to customer email. They get a response back to us. And maybe there's an auto responder that gives them an immediate reply.
Right.
So they at least know it's in the queue. But then a human being actually responds to it within X number of minutes. And so you start to gauge, it for at the grocery stores that, if you get more than 3 in line, they open up another register.
Right.
They don't let more than 3 people stand in line. At a lot of the drive-throughs, they have a timer that goes off from the time you place your order to the time you receive your order. And you've got so there's a measurement that we're bringing people through when they're being served in a timely manner.
We were talking earlier today about a friend of ours who has on his voicemail, if you get his voicemail, it says something to the effect of, "Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. I return phone calls between the hours of 1 and 3 and 5 and 7 p.m. So if you haven't heard from me yet, check your watch between 1 and 3 and 5, 7. I'll return that voicemail.
And as long as
gives us something to think about, at least
that's what
to
you
expect.
Do, right? If you say, I do phone calls from 1 to 3,
follow through.
Do phone calls from 1 to 3, but it does let people know. I remember one time getting a response from, I think it was an email, an automated email that says, you should hear from me within 3 days.
3 days.
And I thought, 3 days? 3 days? What do you think I'm going to do? Just sit here on my hands for 3 days and wait for you?
Pony Express, people.
Oh, I'm sorry to bother you. Let me just wait 3 days for you to get back to me.
You should auto respond and say, "Thank you so much for your auto responder. But while I'm waiting for your response, I'm going to go out and find somebody else.
I'm going to find somebody else who can actually take care of me today."
Right.
And so setting standards make it easier for employees to measure their performance. They want to know, how will I be gauged of whether or not, how do we know we're doing a good job? How do I know that I'm exceeding the expectations for my boss and for our company culture? So setting specific goals and training out your customer service team, because as long as we hire for nice and as long as everything goes well, you probably don't need to worry about customer service. but it's people. How often does it just go exactly as planned? Almost never. Almost never. And we haven't prepared them for what do we do if it goes wrong? What if we do if we can't get to the phone? What if we do if we can't deliver on time? What's our plan B? I was chatting with somebody today who's in sales, and as the sales team, they have their sales goals that they're hitting, right? And so they know what their quotas are. But what's their plan B in case we're getting towards the end of the term? Like maybe I have a sales goal for this week and it's Thursday night and I haven't hit it. What's our plan B for hitting it? And so having that backup plan and having a plan B for what do we do if we don't hit the customer service mark? Maybe we send out a product that's less than favorable. How are we going to make that right? If we get a customer complaint, what is our plan for making that right? How do we deal with a customer complaint so that we continue to win the customer and not lose it over a $2, gallon of milk, right? Because we've all been where somebody, a lot of times as an employee, we're concerned about the company's bottom line.
Sure.
Right. And so we don't want to just give stuff away to customers because we don't want the company to lose money.
No, but if you have a strategy, if you have a plan.
Right. Because oftentimes I'll go, well, no, I'm saving the company money. We're not giving this guy a refund. Yeah. We're not giving him a free dessert.
You get promoted to the bean counter office and let's give the guy the dessert because he's going to be a lifetime customer.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So there has to be specific goals and a plan B for what do you do if it goes wrong.
All right. Well, our plan B looks like hour number 2 of Positive Business Talk. So stick with us as we go to the top of the hour news break. You're listening to Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. This is the home of that Positive Business Talk, the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver.
Denver's only business radio station, Money Talk 1690 AM.
Business never takes a break. Neither do we. So take Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM with you with our brand new mobile app. Stay up to the minute with breaking news, market strategies, current trends, and more wherever you are. With live streaming, listen to your favorite Money Talk shows whenever you want, on demand. It's like a personal advisor in your pocket. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Download the brand new Money Talk app on iTunes or the Google Play Store, or at moneytalk1690.com. Get ready for the Brakes Plus Jet Car Nationals and Family Festival, Saturday, July 1st at Bandimere Speedway. Enjoy drag racing, games, rides, live music, and a special troop salute to honor our brave men and women serving America. You'll have the best seat in Colorado for fireworks, set to inspirational and patriotic music. And don't forget the incredible power and speed of jet cars, flying down the track at nearly 300 miles per hour. The Brakes Plus Jet Car Nationals and Family Festival, Saturday, July 1st. Get discounted tickets at the Bandimere Speedway box office or at bandimere.com.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel Tussey, Eric Raymer. We are here to help you get your business right, and the way that we do that is remind you that small business is big business, and your business really is our business. It is a beautiful day in our neighborhood. We hope and trust the same is happening for you as well. If you're in the heartland or the Midwest of the American culture, boy, howdy, it's hot. It's hot.
Well, how hot is it?
It's 107 degrees.
It is so hot that if Eric leaves his laptop in his car for a couple hours, that thing was so hot.
It was hot.
Just to the touch.
Yeah.
And, of course, it overheated and shut it down.
I did a bad thing. But I found a fan and stuck it underneath the fan, and everything is good. The show is running. Everybody's happy. And hi.
Yeah, so if it is toasty outside, of course you don't leave your pets in the car,
right.
Don't leave your kids in the car, and don't leave your devices in the car either. None of them will fare very well in this heat. I will tell you, I love the summer. I love the hot.
Yep.
I am solar power. This is my favorite time of year. Hot makes me happy. Cold makes me hurt. So hot makes me happy.
I agree with you 100%. We were talking to somebody earlier today who moved from Colorado to California. He lives in LA now. And he says it's the same thing. He says, LA is just like Denver. It's just bigger. It's the same thing. And I am looking at him as if he grew a third eye. And then he said it, and I don't know if I can ever get over it. He says, I don't like the ocean. Right.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Right?
Excuse me?
What? It's the one thing that I miss. In fact, if the earthquake happened today and dropped all those folks off into the water, they all know Jesus. It's going to be okay. But bring the beach back to me. Be all right.
So you want California to fall in the ocean so Colorado can have a beach?
California, Nevada,
all of that?
Utah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Bring it, even the folks on the Western Slope, nice to know you. Bring the beach back to me.
You could just move.
I want to move
closer to the beach.
I don't want to move. My next acquisition will be an apartment.
They don't have those near beaches?
No, they do.
Oh.
My next acquisition, but I'm not moving. It's going to be my weekend getaway, and I've got a whole financial plan around it. I'm going to Airbnb the boogers out of that thing. Mm-hmm. Yep.
How do you do anything, the boogers out of anything?
Well,
that's an interesting phrase, right? Have you heard that one before?
If you have to ask how you do the boogers out of anything.
Airbnb the boogers out of that. I think who talks like that? Who talks like that? Eric does. All right. Do you ever get bad news?
Yeah. Is this a trick question?
Yeah, right? But how do you deal when you get bad news? How do you cope? So all of a sudden, like life, you're flying high, you're going along, full steam ahead, business as usual. And then all of a sudden you receive some unfortunate news, right? Something bad happened. And how do you deal with that when your whole world just then all of a sudden seems to be to come crashing down around you.
Well, there are certain 3-letter acronyms that come to mind that I cannot say over the air, even if they're acronyms. But usually it I don't react well.
Nobody does, right? Right? Nobody does. I remember I was at work. I worked at a preschool when I've never really been a pet person. Never, we didn't grow up with pets. I don't have pets. Because we're just never home, like, to care for pets. And so, but I had a cat that had died, and my mom called me at work to give me this bad news. And I mean, I was just devastated. I started crying in front of all the kids, and then everybody's like, "Stop crying, Angel. You can't cry in front of the kids." And I just couldn't stop. And so I had to leave. I had to go home. They sent me home because I was a crybaby at work. And that's usually how I deal with bad news, is I turn into a crybaby. It makes me sad.
Okay.
Right. But if you end up getting bad news at work, here's some steps and some tips on how you can cope with bad news.
All right.
At work. And number one is take some time. It's natural and important to take time to work out your feelings, whether you're angry or sad. Allow the feelings to come out in the best, and deal with the situation. You don't have to hide them. You don't have to, but you don't yell and hurt people.
Right.
But if you're sad, be sad.
Yeah.
Right. If you're angry, be angry, and
Right.
that's okay. Talk it over with loved ones. Exercise. Take a personal day. Do whatever you need to do to give yourself some time to process the news. It'll give you a clearer idea of the big picture and allow you to put things in perspective and consider alternatives.
That makes sense.
Next, they say is reflect. Because you're taking some time, it gives you the chance to reflect on what happened. Maybe your annual review didn't go well, or you were criticized for your work on a project. You can think about what you could have done differently, and maybe you can learn from what you heard and approach things in a new way the next time to improve your performance. Of course, the choice is yours. You don't want to make the best out of your current situation, then stay frustrated. I think that's sarcasm right there.
I think so too. Seriously. It's in the form of an article, but boy, howdy, yeah,
Right?
it comes through, doesn't it?
Another way to cope with bad news at work is consider changing your current situation. Take stock of what's going on around you, where you're working, the relationship, whatever it was, right? Just because this is the way it's always been doesn't mean it's the way it's always got to be. It's a difficult conversation to have. So making sure, like, is this the right place for me? Is this the right time for me? Maybe this is a door closing and a window opening someplace else.
It's entirely possible.
And then act. Even if you decide that this particular situation could be solved in the short term. Anyways, it's always a good idea to move in a positive way. Arrange brief meetings or coffee breaks. I don't know. This was bad news at work, so
Well, sure.
it's different. But take some action, and whatever that positive action needs to be for you. Do you need to make some changes? Then make the changes.
Right.
And if it's now in the past, then now it's in the past, and let it be, and move on from it and learn from it.
So when you started this, did you ever get any bad news? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Has it happened at work? Well, sure. I can kind of pinpoint some of that happening. My first thing, and I was hoping it was going to show up on the list of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, as we go down the list, but it didn't. But it's really close to home in our office, because I was going to say, have a share moonstruck moment. Snap out of it. The slap that happens in the movie Moonstruck, and the actress was Cher, the singer.
Right.
We have a Cher.
You want her to slap you?
No, I don't want it. I'm just saying
She could, and
she
it would be
could.
okay.
We could.
I think
that's one way of dealing with
so if
bad
Eric
news.
gets bad news and he's sulking,
If I'm crying,
right? We can slap you, just like in the movie Moonstruck, and say, "Snap out of it." Well, Cher can slap you,
Yeah.
because she has the same name as the actress who.
that's
did
the way my mind.
That's where your
thinks.
brain totally went there, like
totally
the
did.
connection.
Yeah.
The connection. How can I make this into something?
I've
that
actually
I know?
had a moonstruck moment with you, Angel.
I did not slap
You
you
didn't
in the
slap
face.
me.
I
You
did
didn't
not
have
slap
to.
him in the face.
But it was
so looking
as
back, I had kind of like missed
profound.
opportunity, right?
No. It was as profound to me as that moment. when you finally just had enough and wound up and said, "Stop it"? You know, your life's not that bad. It was a lot of stuff going on.
It was a lot of stuff. He was whining. You know, nothing goes good for me. I don't have anybody in my life. I live in an apartment. I mean, it was just wah, wah, wah. And so therefore I had to just tell him that's not the truth. Right. And so here's the other thing. Like when we get bad news, we tend to want to stay there. We, know we're in here. Did it say, tell everybody around you, take it to social media, post it and complain about it all the live long day. See if you can find supporters that will whine with you and cry in your beer. It's not in there. It's not in the list.
In my defense, I didn't do any of that. I told you.
I didn't say that you did.
Okay.
But we've all seen the people whining and complaining.
Absolutely.
Right. And we want company. We want to throw a little pity party, right? And complain about it and take on some medication in the bottom of a bottle somewhere or something. I don't know. We tend to linger in the negativity for far longer than that news or that issue really warrants. And so it's one of those, like, take an honest look of, am I allowing this little piece of news run my life, or can I deal with it honestly, face on, and move on?
Yes, I think we can.
I don't know. Dude, I just read that. I don't know.
Do as we read, not as we do. We'll be back with more positive business talk. Pamela Atherton joins us right after these messages.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM.
Hi, this is residential real estate expert Dan Palomino from the Colorado Dream House team. Listen, if you're thinking about selling your home, you want to get the highest price in the shortest amount of time. To do that, you need a great real estate team and one with incredible marketing. We're so sure our marketing plan for your home is better than everyone else. We're willing to put our money where our mouth is. Here's what we're offering. Interview the Colorado Dream House team to sell your home. Then interview our competition. If their marketing plan is better than ours, then you can hire them and we'll pay you $250. I know, it sounds crazy, giving you $250 to hire our competition. It probably won't happen because we're so sure you'll find our marketing plan better, you'll hire us to sell your home at top dollar. Why not give it a try? You have nothing to lose and $250 to gain. Call us today at 720-446-6325. Or to find out more information about our marketing guarantee, visit coloradodreamhouse.com/250.
Hi, this is Dave Anthony. Tune in to the Retirement Income Planning Show Saturday at 8 a.m. to learn about how you can create an efficient and optimized retirement income plan that looks at your investments, taxes, healthcare, Social Security, Medicare, home equity, and estate planning needs. Learn about the math and science that goes into creating a truly comprehensive retirement income plan that could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars in retirement. Call 800-868-9585. Again, that's 800-868-9585 or online at theretirementIncomeshow.com.
Message and data rates may apply.
Would you rather get your degree from one of the most innovative online universities in the country or one of the nation's most affordable? How about both? Now you can at Southern New Hampshire University. Get degree information and see how to apply online by texting the word FRESH to 554433. College tuition is skyrocketing, making getting a degree almost impossible for too many, but it doesn't have to be that way. Founded in 1932, Southern New Hampshire University has the credibility of a New England campus, but by offering programs online, we've made education incredibly accessible and affordable. You'll discover knowledge and skills from instructors who are leaders in their field. Plus, you get all the flexibility, support, and encouragement needed to prepare you for the career you've always wanted. Southern New Hampshire University. See yourself succeed. Grab your smartphone and do the smart thing. Get degree information and see how to apply online by texting FRESH to 554433. That's FRESH to 554433.
Do you own a small business? Do you want free access to the biggest business networking event of the year? Check out Small Business Expo. It's free to attend and features more than 25 free business workshops, panel discussions, speed networking sessions, business card showcase, and over 100 exhibits. Gain leads and network with business experts including Allstate, Wells Fargo, and Zip Local. There's something for everyone at the Small Business Expo. The Small Business Expo is the largest and most anticipated business-to-business networking event, trade show, and conference for business owners, entrepreneurs, and decision makers. If you're serious about your business, this expo is a must-attend event. Startups and business owners can take advantage of free admission and educational workshops covering online, social media marketing, employee benefit plans, credit and financing, strategies for increasing revenue and team productivity, mentoring, cloud technologies, retirement plans, and much more. Don't miss the Denver Small Business Expo at the Denver Convention Center on Thursday, June 22nd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Register for free today at thesmallbusinessexpo.com. That's thesmallbusinessexpo.com. Be there.
Keep our schedule full? Seasonal incentives? Oh, yeah. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Home Improvements. Now is the time to call and save a full 12% off all services for select install dates. 800-362-8370 or drhi.com.
Psst, it's me, your heart. High blood pressure is serious, and I can quit whenever I want. Just treat me better. After all, we're in this together.
To get your high blood pressure to a healthy range, visit heart.org/blood pressure. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. Good things happening here in the studio. And one of those good things is our next guest.
Pamela Atherton, speaker, talk show host, media trainer. I should say award-winning speaker, talk show host, and media trainer. You can find her online at her website, acloserlookradio.com. That's acloserlookradio.com. And Pamela, I was just thinking about you the other day. I was reading a magazine, and of course, through the magazine, I come across a full-page ad of, I don't even remember what it was, but it was so many words. It was like, we do this, and so much more. I thought, who put together the copy for this? They needed my friend Pamela Atherton. But don't we want to we just want to throw everything into everything. And what we end up doing is confusing people. Am I right?
Yeah, it's one of the most common and preventable errors is putting something together that has what I call too many working parts. And what I mean by that is something that has too many components. And if one of them goes wrong, it can make the entire machine collapse. Or by trying to juggle too many components, nothing is handled completely and effectively. So the entire project falls flat or it's a failure. And that's what you were talking about. So much was going on in that it fell flat. It was a failure. And remember, a project that fails isn't as memorable. A little project that fails isn't as memorable as a giant, wowie, whiz-bang contest or event or presentation that fails. So what I tell people is when you're putting something together, especially for the first time, it's always best to start small and add as you go. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't have big ideas. But listen, you're not going to go from 0 to 60 in 5 seconds flat if you've never driven a car before. So to use you guys as an example, when you started the radio show, I'm sure you had big ideas and great ideas of where you hoped it would go.
Oh, absolutely.
But you started with the radio show, and then you added from there. You added the meetups, your members training, your fan bragging gala, all of that kind of stuff. Wouldn't that be true with you guys?
Oh, absolutely. And we see this. I mean, you get all excited, right? You've got all these great ideas, and there's so much we want to do, and there's so much we are doing that if we don't tell everybody, then they won't know.
Right. And often you don't have the manpower to make these things come true, or you don't know what it takes to make something happen. So let's talk about some of the ways we can have too many working parts and then how to create something that works smoothly. For example, contests. This is something I see a lot, and I'm sure you do too. A business creates a contest, and then they make people jump through hoops to try to win. And the thing we need to always keep in mind in everything we do in business, right, is to make everything as easy as possible for the customer. So here's the too many working parts thing. They create a contest. Let's say it's an art contest. They want you to create the art, write a description of what the art represents, the media you use. Oh, and by the way, shoot a picture of the art, upload the picture to their website, Get the art to their place. Share the photo of the art on
I'm
Facebook
exhausted
and tagging
already.
it for you. Just listening to me, right? And you get points, of course, if you share that with a friend, right? And all of this is for a $50 gift card to the local tacotorium. Is it worth it? It's a lot of effort.
No, wait a minute, Pam. If you said tacos,
I
maybe.
remember Pam going to my little coffee shop, and they said, if you fill out this survey of us, you get $1 off your next coffee. And I thought, great. I pulled out my phone. I started doing the survey. It was taking so long, and it was so complicated. I thought, you know what? I'll just pay the $1. And I didn't even finish. And again, it's these missed opportunities where we get ourselves so caught up in, I don't know, what all this information. We want to throw everything in the kitchen sink. We're afraid. I don't know. What is that? What is, I'm thinking we're afraid of our customers not knowing, but what is the issue why do we feel we have to do all that?
I think it's because we're afraid that we have limited resources. So we're going to make the most of them. And we think making the most of them is making them complex. So let's take this whole concept and turn it around and use our buddies at Nylon's Collision Center as an example. Would you like to do that?
Sure. Folks, Nylon's Collision Center, one of our longtime supporters of the broadcast here in the Denver market, and Pam knows them. So go ahead.
I use them a lot as my example. All right. So let's say they decide to have a contest, and it will be a photography contest of cars. Cool cars, classic cars, unusually painted cars. It's just about cars, right?
Okay.
Well, the first thing that's good is that it matches his business, right? He can post the photos in his shop for people to look at. They'll ooh and ah over. And who doesn't love cool car photos? Okay.
Sure.
So make the rules simple. Maybe you do it by age groups because, you can never start them too young when it comes to cars, right? And then you have a panel of judges of maybe you and some other people who will do a good job of social media promoting that, hey, I judged this contest of these cool cars. Make the prize nice. And remember, getting a percentage off or a dollar value off is not a prize. It's not a prize if I have to buy something to get it. So no strings attached. Maybe give the winner a cool camera. Maybe they get a free paint job, although kids may not think that's a great prize. So for kids, make it a VIP tour of the local car museum and a ride around the track at a local race course. Be creative. And of course, an experience is always better than a tangible item. Now, do you see the difference between the two contests?
Absolutely.
One makes you jump through hoops. The other is simple, and it has a huge win for everybody because Nylon's gets cool photos for his wall, and people who will come in to see the artwork of their friends and family. He gets his name out to new people, and the customer gets his artwork shown in public and maybe gets a cool prize.
You had so many good things, little juicy nuggets in there, Pam. Not only was it simple, and you could see the contrast in the two different contests, but some of the little nuggets that you posted in there were the tie into his current business, right? There was a definite tie, right? And so the tie of the contest to your branding and your culture. You talked about the prize being something
relevant,
right? But an experience more than something tangible. Go there. We're gonna go there after the commercial break with you, Pam, because I think there's a juicy nugget in there as well that continues on beyond the contest because of the experience. But in the meantime, let's tell our listeners how they can get in touch with the fabulous Pamela Atherton.
Well, it's easy enough. You can write to me at speaker@pamatherton.com. You can find me on Facebook. I'm on there, and you just go look for the people who love the Experience Pros. I'm one of them. Or you can go to my personal website, which is pamatherton.com. You can find me everywhere.
You can.
You really can.
And she really is an award-winning media trainer. And when it comes to marketing, she comes in every single month with these bang-up tips that are they're so profound, but yet they are so simple. And we often overlook the simplicity.
We really do. And I've told people for years, whether you're selling kumquats or catamarans, Pam Atherton's your girl for making the complex simple. And I'll admit, Pam, I'm one of those guys. If you ask me what time it is, like my father before me, I will try to tell you how to build a clock.
Teach us how to build.
That's my dad
clock,
too.
Yeah.
Right?
That's my dad.
But you know what? It is curable. Stay with us over the break, if you will, please, Pam. And folks, you stay with us as well. When we come back, Pam Atherton is going to break it down a little more for how to eliminate too many working parts in your business or marketing plan. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer helping you get your business right. We'll be back right after this.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate, weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate, weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com. Did you know 50% of people with severe mental disorders are affected by substance abuse? At A New Outlook Counseling Services, they provide a safe, healing environment for those suffering with substance abuse, relationship, or mental issues. Robert Johnson is a licensed therapist in long-term recovery and has a master's degree in marriage, family, and child therapy. He offers evidence-based practices backed by research, offering greater success in alleviating symptoms and are effective in overcoming substance abuse. A New Outlook Counseling Services has over 45 five-star ratings on Rate-A-Biz. They're open 6 days a week and accept most major insurance and Medicaid. They will also work with families in need on a sliding scale, so don't wait to get the help you need. The healing begins here. Call A New Outlook Counseling Services now at 720-370-5216, 720-370-5216, or visit the website highlandsranchcounselor.com. That's highlandsranchcounselor.com. You never planned on getting injured in an accident. You don't know where to turn. Call Boson Law. When you meet with John Boson, you'll know right away you've made the right decision. John will put you at ease and explain the whole process start to settlement. They'll handle medical bills, work directly with the insurance company, and help you get back on your feet. John and his whole staff are amazing. If your whole world has been turned upside down, Boson Law will help turn it right side up. It starts with a free consultation, no money out of the pocket, and Boson Law only gets paid when they win your case. If you're hurt, the call is easy, and their number is too. Call Boson Law at 303-999-9999, 303-999-9999, 303-999-9999, or visit bosonlaw.com. That's BOESEN law.com. Call Boson Law 303-999-9999 or visit bosonlaw.com. That's BOESEN law.com.
Want to know what's next in the political scene, both locally and nationally? Tune into the Americhicks on your drive home every weekday from 5 to 6 p.m. and share your opinions. The Americhicks, with hosts Kim Monson and Molly Vogt, encourage open discussion on today's issues and focus on right versus wrong instead of left versus right.
Tune into Denver's only female-hosted call-in show on your drive home. The Americhicks air every weekday evening at 5 p.m. right here on 1690 AM KDMT, Denver's Money Talk. Sponsored in part by the Western Conservative Summit, July 21st through July 23rd. Get your tickets today.
Did you know that every dollar you put into a piece of real estate makes you money 5 ways? Cash flow, money in your pocket each month. Equity capture, the thousands of dollars you create when you have the right team and buy the right property using the right map. Appreciation, real estate doubles in value about every 20 years. Equity buildup, renters pay down your mortgage each month. And finally, the tax advantage. We pay almost no taxes on our cash flow and capital gains. These are the 5 ways we make money in real estate, which is why real estate accounts for more millionaires in the world today than any other investment vehicle. You should have some real estate in your portfolio. To learn how, attend one of our free workshops. Call 866-971-8970 or go to 5waysweMakeMoney.com and register for the next available workshop. That's 866-971-8970 or go to 5waysweMakeMoney.com.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' Hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you for tuning in. Home of positive business talk. We've got our guest, Pam Atherton, on the line with us, and we're talking about avoiding too many working parts. And the acronym KISS, Keep It Simple, Silly, came to mind. Did you know that was written by a Navy? It was a Navy memo in 1960. That's where that first came out.
The KISS acronym?
I did not.
Right. I didn't know that either.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was thinking of the same thing, only I was calling it Keep It Supremely Simple.
Oh, I like yours better, Pam. Absolutely. And you weren't even a twinkle in your mom's eye in 1960. So that's
nonsense.
Even better.
All right. So, Pam, right before we went to commercial break, we were talking about how we tend to overcomplicate things. We throw way too many moving parts in, and a confused buyer always says no. And so we kind of did a comparison of 2 different contests, one that was super complicated and one that was super easy. But there was a juicy nugget in what you rolled off in talking about creating a prize. And I don't know that this was necessarily something you wanted to emphasize, but I latched onto that because you said create an experience rather than a tangible prize.
Right.
Why? What's the benefit?
Well, there's several benefits, but one of them I will tell you is I had a very, very high income listener who said to me one time, I don't want to win your $1,000. I want to win the trip to go with you to the Chicago Chicago Car Show. Wow. And so what he's trying to say is money is meaningless to him, right? He can get $50 anywhere. And some people actually feel that it makes them look cheap if they try to do something for the money. He wanted something he couldn't get anywhere else. And that's really what you want to create. You may not have a lot of money, but if I got as a prize to sit in with Eric and Angel on their radio show one day, what a great prize that is, because not everybody can have it.
You know, anytime I go, this is one of my favorite things about when you go to a charity event and they do the live auctions, because the live auctions are always these incredible experiences. You can't buy this. It's, it's tickets, it's backstage.
Go with your sports team on the plane to the next thing in another town.
Oh, I love that. I love where you're going with that. And that'll help our listeners too, rather than just giving $50 or giving a tangible dollar amount, because you're right. I don't need the $50, but I can't buy this experience. The only way I can get it is by winning. So let's talk about why less is more when it comes to advertising.
Okay. Well, the thing is, as we said, make it easy for me to do business with you. That's the most important thing I'm going to say to you today. Make it easy for me to do business with you. So too many working parts in advertising. The cost of advertising can be a strain on a tight budget. We know that. Sure. So we kind of have this thought that we need to jam as much as possible into our radio ad or a billboard or a flyer. Too much. The rule of thumb is one concept at a time. So research was done by the hotel and motel industry, since they're big users of billboards, and the max you should have on a billboard is 8 words, not counting the directions.
8 words?
Yeah, some industry experts even suggest only 6 words, and that's not counting the directions, right? So here comes the working bits part. People want to put on their phone number, right? Well, now, unless your phone number is 888-8888, don't bother, because I don't have a pen and a paper in my lap to write down a phone number, so forget about it. Okay. The second thing they want to put on there is their website. Well, so is it simple with no weird spellings? I mean, if it's not something like www.eatsnails.com, which, by the way, exists because I looked it up last night. They sell locally grown Scottish snails.
No. That's Eats Nails. They sell nails that people eat.
No, it's snails. But here's the thing. If it is something like eat snails, remember to capitalize the first letter in each word of the address. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of letters run together. So we don't need a photo of you unless you're a celebrity. We don't need to see a photo of your business unless it looks like My Little Pony's castle. We don't need a list of everything your business does. All we want is something simple. Hungry? Eat snails. Corner of Slug and Slime. You want to keep it supremely simple. Okay?
Yes.
So that's okay. Now let's move to the radio spot. Okay. You've either got 30 or 60 seconds. And what people tend to do is they say, well, I'm going to buy a 60 because it's a better value and I can jam more stuff into it. I'll just jam everything in. We do offset printing and digital printing and printing of your photographs. Plus, we handle binding, car wraps, and window decals. We make tablets, prints, t-shirts, and we can even bring you your design, or you can design it for you. We're going to open from 8 to 5, except on Tuesdays when we're open from 8 to noon and 1 to 3. We deliver in the Denver area, but not to Westminster or Monument. You get my drift, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Yes.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed every time with you.
No phone numbers, again, unless it's 888-8888. I'm not going to remember it. And also make sure that you make the address a place I can find online. So don't give me an address like 1234 Slime Street. Say instead on the corner of Slug and Slime next to the Tacotorium, because we remember addresses by landmarks rather than by numbers.
Yes.
Now, if you can make your point in 30 seconds, then make your point in 30 seconds and then give each concept its own spot and rotate them. So you may have 3 concepts. Don't put them all in one spot. Put them in 3 separate spots and rotate them. People are only going to remember the first thing they hear or more likely the last thing they hear. So the more stuff you throw at them, the fewer things they will remember.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
So I guess the website americanscrapmetal.com is out. Just let it sink in.
Well, here's the other thing, is that sometimes we don't know how, when you put those words together, what other words they spell.
Well, apparently it spells Americans crap metal.
That's exactly what I mean.
Yes.
So again, we're going to look you up on Google anyway. That's really what we're going to do. So make sure you've done your homework on SEO and all those other kind of stuff. So, and finally, how about the presentation that uses PowerPoint video and has the big smoke blast at the end? You see them at the car shows, right?
Yes.
Now, if this is your first presentation, stick to the PowerPoint. You can add in the goodies after you have the speech mastered and it's really good. And actually, that's the point. It's got to be really good, because all those doodads and flashbangs that you add in are meaningless if you're not giving me good content. And your presentation will especially tank if you're counting on those flashy things to make you stand out. Oh yeah, you're going to stand out as the guy whose flashbang fizzled out and burned his pants. So the fewer moving parts, the better.
The guy whose flashbang burned and fizzled out and burned his pants. I love it.
It happened.
It happened. This is excellent stuff. Excellent advice. Lots of juicy tidbits right here in this segment. If you missed any of it, because of course, you know, we throw in a lot whenever Pam comes to town, you can always check the archives, go back to our Facebook page and do a quick little rewind and stay connected with Pam. Pam, how does our audience stay super connected with you?
You can email me, speaker@pamatherton.com. Unless you go into my spam filter for some God knows why reason, I respond always to my emails. On Facebook is another good way. Just say, Eric and Angel. That's great. So those are the best ways to get a hold of me. And again, I have not gotten together with Cher. It's my fault to put something together to come up and see you maybe in the September timeframe.
Oh, that sounds great. I know we keep talking about it and then we kind of got behind on that. So when Pam comes to town, make sure we'll keep you all posted on when Pam comes to town. We'll put together an event. She is a game changer.
Absolutely.
For your business. Anybody who's ever been to one of our events where Pam is the speaker, and they talk about you for years.
Yep.
We talk about you, for years. You are just awesome. You just pour into businesses in a way that nobody else does, Pam. We are just so grateful you take the time every month to partner with us here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. You're
my
awesome.
honor.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right, Pam, one last question. What do you think about the website speedofart.com?
Oh, no, thank you. I know what that is. And your listeners can figure it out as well.
All right. Sorry.
What are you over there doing, Eric?
There's whorepresents.com, but I don't think that's a good one.
Okay. We're going to have to shut him down.
There's a therapist finder.
We're going to shut him
down. Oh, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry. I'm listening.
Yep.
You apologize to Pam.
All right.
Apologize to Pam.
Sorry, Pam.
Okay, thanks.
See you next month.
Talk to you next month. Bye.
What were they thinking?
Where did you find all those?
I can't tell
Did
you.
you, because I know you didn't come up with it on your own.
No. I remember when we did a segment on the Experience Pros television show called "What Were They Thinking?" and many of these,
Yeah, remember when you jumble words together, they make new words.
Yes.
So I always tell people when you're picking a website and even picking a name for your business, make sure it looks good jumbled. Make sure it looks just as good teeny embroidered on a shirt as it would big on a billboard.
Yes.
And make sure audibly it sounds nice and it makes sense when you hear it on the radio without being able to see it.
If you're in tourism, you do not want to the website GoTahoeNorth.com. You do not want that. It's bad. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm just going to trust you.
I think
I'm
you
just
should.
going to trust you, and I'm just going to ask you to stop.
I'll just type it out.
No, I don't need to.
We'll be
Don't
back.
need that.
Wrap this thing up and put a bow on it right after these messages. You're listening to Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network. If you'd like the archives of this broadcast or any of the broadcasts that we do, go check out our Facebook Live on our Facebook page. Back after these messages.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
The Western Conservative Summit is back. The largest gathering of conservatives outside of Washington, D.C. is held in Denver, Colorado. 3 days of stellar speakers, workshops, policy analysis, outstanding panels, priceless networking, exhibitor trade show, inspiration, and more. All to advance faith, family, and freedom for our future. Now is the time, friends of freedom, for the 8th annual Rally on the Right, the Western Conservative Summit. Join us July 21st through the 23rd, 2017 at the Colorado Convention Center. For a list of speakers and to purchase tickets, visit westernconservativesummit.com. That's westernconservativesummit.com. Or call 866-455-8500. That's 866-455-8500. We'll see you July 21st through the 23rd at the Western Conservative Summit.
I'm Trina Webster.
And I'm Dan Webster, founders of Z Quiet. Let me be honest, I snored.
Yeah, he did. Crazy loud.
And I was forced to sleep on the couch most nights.
Dan tried everything, including surgery, to solve his snoring problem.
Nothing worked.
So we turned to experts and created a solution that's a total game changer, a mouthpiece called Z Quiet.
Not just any mouthpiece, one that gently opens the airway where the snoring happens. In fact, it's based on the same technology as treatments costing thousands of dollars.
It allows natural jaw movement so you can talk, breathe normally, and best of all, sleep comfortably without making a sound.
And what's really cool is that it couldn't be easier. Just pop it in before you go to sleep to kick snoring out of bed.
So you can sleep quiet
with Z Quiet.
Z Quiet fits both men and women. Try it risk-free for 30 days for just $9.95. Go to getzquiet.com or text SNORE to 91011. Go to getzquiet.com or text SNORE to 91011.
Hi, this is residential real estate expert Dan Palomino from the Colorado Dream House team. Listen, if you're thinking about selling your home, you want to get the highest price in the shortest amount of time. To do that, you need a great real estate team and one with incredible marketing. We're so sure our marketing plan for your home is better than everyone else. We're willing to put our money where our mouth is. Here's what we're offering. Interview the Colorado Dream House team to sell your home. Then interview our competition. If their marketing plan is better than ours, then you can hire them and we'll pay you $250. I know, it sounds crazy, giving you $250 to hire our competition. It probably won't happen because we're so sure you'll find our marketing plan better. You'll hire us to sell your home at top dollar. Why not give it a try? You have nothing to lose and $250 to gain. Call us today at 720-446-6325. Or to find out more information about our marketing guarantee, visit coloradodreamhouse.com/250.
This is Michael Medved for townhall.com. In 2010, the health insurance legislation known as Obamacare was overwhelmingly unpopular. But Democrats in the White House and Congress pushed it through anyway and then paid a severe price in the next elections. Today, the health care package known as Trump Care is similarly unpopular, but the Republicans seem determined to pass legislation this summer, even at the risk of serious losses of their own in 2018 congressional elections. Does this mean that the electorate is confused, hating Obamacare and then hating the most serious attempt to repeal and replace it? Actually, public reactions are sensible and consistent. What Americans hate is the whole idea of the federal government making sweeping bureaucratic decisions on something as personal and important as medical insurance. If the GOP made clear that their proposals provide individuals with more choices and give the states more discretion to shape their own policies, their reforms would win much broader popular support. I'm Michael Medved.
The boys of summer are here with in-depth coverage on the Orioles, Blue Jays, and Cardinals here in the Rockies. Well, not Cardinals, but if you want the play-by-play and the bird's eye lowdown on these and more wild birds, tune in to Bird Talk on 1690 KDMT, Saturdays from noon to 1.
You don't need to make folks think we're a sports show just to get their attention. In Colorado, 60% of the population feeds and watches outdoor wildlife. Bird Talk is presented by Wild Birds Unlimited, the original backyard bird feeding specialists.
To learn more about the 500 species of Colorado birds, tune in to Bird Talk every Saturday. We'll bring you interesting interviews, the latest news, and lots of fun and entertainment. Call in with your questions and we'll help you create the best backyard wildlife habitat to attract the greatest variety of species.
We hope you'll join us for the best nature show in the known universe, Saturdays at noon for Bird Talk on KDMT, presented by Wild Birds Unlimited. Until then, happy birding.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer hanging out with you today. What's going on?
Well, you know, we're in the middle of kind of kicking off our summer Bump Into You campaign. I actually read this quote by the CEO of Zappos that says, when we bump into each other, conversations spark, and those conversations lead to ideas, which leads to innovation, which leads to better business, better work, and you maybe even make a friend or two.
Sure.
And so I thought, you know, during the summer, it's a great time to actually build your business. A lot of times as entrepreneurs, we tend to put marketing on the back burner during summer months because, you know, everybody's on vacation. I don't know where everybody is on vacation.
They're not.
They're not.
Maybe a week or two, but that doesn't constitute the entire summer long.
Heck, even teachers aren't on summer vacation. I drove by the elementary school in my neighborhood this morning.
Yeah.
Parking lot's full.
Really?
Parking lot is full. Those teachers are in there getting ready already. They're cleaning up or getting ready for the next season. I saw another one already poking around on Pinterest looking for ideas for next year. So not even teachers have taken the whole summer off. But as we put together our summer plans for Experience Pros and bringing our members together, creating fun events for them to bump into each other, allowing for that innovation and those ideas and those great conversations to happen. One of the things that we're doing is tonight and again next week at our Westminster event up north, we're doing a vision board show and tell.
Absolutely.
And so bringing your vision boards in and talking about your dreams and your goals and kind of the direction of who you are and what you're doing. It's just an incredible conversation starter, more than what do you do, right? And who do you serve? Sometimes those conversations get a little boring. Right?
Sure.
Can I say that? But during the summer,
course.
let's add some excitement and enthusiasm to it. And next month, we're actually, and even tonight, we're going to kick off our summer scavenger hunt.
I love this idea because our friend Holly Clear has put she's the social media advisor, thesocialmediaadvisor.com. She's put together not just a scavenger hunt, but a bingo game.
A bingo game for all of our members to participate in all summer long. Just great inspiration to go out and to connect and to build your business during the summer. And she actually puts together some incredible workshops. If you have any questions about how to use any of the social sites, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of that, she's got some courses you can find at her website, thesocialmediaadvisor.com. Check her out. But she put together a bingo game, and we were just talking with Pamela Atherton about keeping it simple over the summer. And I pulled out the rules and what we're doing with our bingo scavenger hunt for the summer to make sure it kind of falls into keeping it simple, so it's not overly complicated. And so she's got, Holly did a fabulous job putting together this game. So we'll be kicking that off tonight at our networking event. And so we can't wait to see all of our listeners and our members hanging out with us. And then we'll be launching that throughout the next week as well. But think about summertime. Think about the benefits of summertime in connecting and building your business. This is a golden opportunity for business growth.
Sure it is.
Think about, the winter, the days are shorter, the days are darker, our momentum, our enthusiasm.
Everything seems to go in slow motion.
A little bit, right? But we get to be outside. We have brighter sunshine, brighter days, warmer climate. Think about all those coffee dates, when you're meeting with potential clients or even doing one-on-ones in networking and referrals. A lot of times we're meeting for coffee. And what do we do when we meet for coffee? Think about how long it takes you. So you spend a half an hour or more, but a half an hour driving over to the coffee shop.
Right.
You hang out and have a cup of coffee, cost you $5 or whatever, right? And you spend an hour there and then you drive the half hour back. So it's a 2 hour event. And if you are doing that on a regular basis, you could probably find you spend anywhere from $300 to $400 a month in coffee dates.
It can certainly add up. You bet.
Now, it's really, really hot outside. So today is not a good day to do this, but most days it doesn't get over 90. So it's not an issue, but you can take your meetings for a walk.
Oh, I like the idea.
You can take your meetings for a walk. And so pack up your tennis shoes, put a pair of tennis shoes in your car. And instead of meeting at the local coffee shop, meet at a park and put together and have a walk. Or it can be a trail. Here in Colorado, we are trails galore. We have one of the most amazing set of bike and walking trails all over the entire state. And so you can just kind of do 30 minutes out and 30 minutes back to the parking lot is easy enough if you want to time it out that way. And so set the timer so it doesn't go over long. Make sure you pack up some water, bring some sunscreen and a hat, but start having more meetings outside. Even if you are meeting at a restaurant, al fresco is kind of nice because you're just getting in some vitamin D, getting some fresh air. And something about being outside, especially in nature, spurs on our creativity. So often when we're sitting down at a coffee shop, the conversation even kind of gets stale, like the piped in air, right? What do you do? This is what I do. This is what I sell. This is what you sell. Here's a little bit of my sales presentation. Here's a little bit of your sales presentation. Whereas when you get outside and you're going for a walk, it actually becomes a more natural and authentic conversation about who we are, what our goals are, what our purpose is, what our culture is all about, how we're giving back to the community and the marketplace. I don't know why, but the conversation is night and day different than what you would have in a coffee shop.
It really is. And I like the idea of just doing something different just because it's different. Rocking that boat a little bit, disrupting complacency to the point where you become memorable and your business becomes memorable. The conversation becomes memorable. And that makes all the sense in the world to me.
Well, you've created an experience.
Right.
And especially if anything about your business has to do with movement, nature, health and wellness, energy, anything like that, you can tie that into why we want to go for a walk. But we all know sitting is the new smoking.
Yep.
We sit way too much. We're far too lethargic in our workday. So let's take advantage of these warmer, beautiful days and take our coffee meetings for a walk. I promise you, you're going to bump into people. You're going to have a far more enjoyable afternoon. And think about then the energy that you've just created to go back to your office for the rest of the afternoon.
There you go. Take a walk. Take a hike. We're going to take a quick hike, and we'll be back again tomorrow. You are listening to Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network, home of Positive Business Talk. Thank you for tuning in.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. This is the Experience Pros radio show.